Howdy, y'all. I'm Adam, the Renaissance Nerd. I was holding on to this story for this weekend's roundtable, but it's Easter 2022, and I'm all bum and lonesome because I'm Jewish. My holiday was on Friday. Everybody else's holiday is today, but hey, it's fine. Here we are. Let's talk about this a little bit. Square Enix president Yosuke Matsuda believes that if Japanese developers imitate Western games, they will not be able to produce good ones. Now, I am an undisguised, unashamedly fan of Square Enix. I've been playing their games since Final Fantasy came out on the NES. While I'm not always a fan of every single game they drop, I am a supporter. Therefore, I'm happy to see Matsuda-san say something like this because this is important. It's very important that Japan remember they're not here to please us. Please your own base first in Japan, because if you just keep doing what you're doing, the rest of the world's gamers were going to be happy with what you put out. It's been that way for 30, 40 years. Just keep doing what you're doing. So this makes me happy, even though with this game on representation here, Forsaken, I have no interest in this game. So let's see what Matsuda-san says here. Exactly. He shared his thoughts on the topic during a recent interview with Yahoo Japan, published on April 15th, 2022, and centered around discussion of Squeenix's future prospects in light of gaming's continuing growth, beginning with a brief nod to how important gaming is to some. I believe that playing is a sign that one is a person. As it is said that people are creatures of play, homo ludens, I don't know what that means, and without entertainment, I believe that the mind would die. That is so important. And that's kind of the reason I think why SJWs want to destroy our entertainment and turn it into an indoctrination push, because they want to kill our minds. Because if you kill our minds, if you kill our souls, then we are blank slates, and they will then just dump their dogma, their narratives, their agenda, their indoctrination into us, and we get brainwashed. But if we're entertained and the mind is alive, the neurons are firing, well, then we're resistant to what they have to say. This is important. This is why they want to take it over all forms of entertainment: movies, TV, video games, books, comics. They want to deaden us. This is an extremely important line. Without entertainment, I believe the mind would die. The mind must stay alive to be resistant to the SJW dogma, to their narrative, to their indoctrination. That's an important line right there. Our job is to continue to innovate the fun in entertainment, he explained. So, what is interesting? If we knew this, we would have no trouble. In the case of games, I think that if the creator has strong beliefs and persistence, there is a high probability that the game will succeed. Again, that's passion. That's what we translate. That's translated. If the game developer, the creator, everybody involved has a passion for what they're working on, it will translate into the game, and it will grip the interest and the passion of the gamers. And then we will support it, and we will wave our flags of glory and support, and we will be there saying, play this game. It's great. We'll review it. We want to share it with everybody. That's how you garner interest and a fan base. He's talking about fans. One thing about Japanese companies, they understand fans. They understand that if you lose the fervor and the support of the fans, you're going to go down in flames. You're going to perish. They get it. Western companies don't get it, because to them, it's all about agenda. It's all about narrative. That's why, and you can see right here, they put in attractive characters like Aerith. I think there's a Tifa. The attractive characters in Nier Automata. Even though I didn't play that game, these are attractive looking characters. Give me a Tifa shot. Oh, Final Fantasy 16. We'll get to that in a minute. There's a Tifa. That's why they understand. Let's put Tifa in a game and make her look beautiful, because that's what we want to enjoy. All right, let's go back up here and keep reading what he has to say. I am sure that somewhere out there are like-minded people who share the same beliefs as the creator, who empathize with each other. And now, when someone says, this is interesting, the reputation spreads around the world as soon as people start to say, I'm a master at this game. I've already explained that. I already went over that. So there it is right there. He gets it. He gets it. He understands the company he controls. Turning to how his role as president is involved in games development, Matsuwata told Yahoo that he believed in taking a hands-off approach to his employees' work, comparing being involved in the production of a game from the position of a president to waiting for a dish to be cooked. If you intervene too much while the development team is hard at work because you are worried it won't go well. You should not open the lid of the pot too many times or peek into the pot without permission just because you are concerned. So we think it is important to patiently wait for the developer, who is the cook, to make, his food. Perfect example, Yoshi P with Final Fantasy XIV. They let that man do what he's got to do to produce a fantastic game with a fantastic story that has enthralled millions of people to this day as basically the most successful current MMORPG on the market. Hands off, let the masters do their work. You just come in and make sure that they have everything they need. And sometimes maybe crack the whip a little bit if somebody at the department's lagging behind, but you make sure you have what they need. That's the CEO, the president's job. So he gets it. That is how it works. Now, the article here abounding into comics goes on to question that maybe Matsuwata might not be completely connected to what's going on in this stuff. Well, actually, we'll get that in a second. I got ahead of myself. He goes on talking about the fact that how the global reach of games. Interesting, however, even if Japanese imitate Western games, they will not be able to produce good ones. The drawings of monsters and the visual and audio effects are all somewhat Japanese, and players around the world know that a given element, what makes Japanese games good. So he gets it. Overseas markets are important, but it's not enough to develop for them. See, he gets it. You've been successful for decades with being you, not bending the knee, not adapting to please everybody, because your hardcore supporters, the ones that actually spend money, not the games journos who don't actually play games or even like games, not the fake gamers who will squee about stuff when it has my representation and my inclusion and my diversity stuffed in there. They're fake. Your real gamers, the real supporters, your real fans, your real customers will spend the money because they're confident you're going to give them the product they love, untarnished, unchanged. Use the old adage, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Now, as I started to say before I got ahead of myself, people are wondering if he's completely if it's completely legitimate, because there was this story from a couple of weeks ago. I didn't cover it because, listen, I'm not gonna panic at every little story that comes out, because let's be honest, these are giant corporations. Things happen. Wokies get inserted in certain places. There was this thing where it leaked about a jobs description looking their ethics department having regained recent infamy thanks to a revelatory job listing, which suggests the company is more than content with Japanese games being modified for foreign sensibilities and matching age rating boards, even would be alter the original creator's vision and alienate the aforementioned like-minded fans. There was this thing about that where it came out, this description of we're looking for this. Listen, again, I wasn't gonna ring the panic bell. I'm not gonna make a panic video just to get clicks. That's not how I work. Show me actual effects in a game when it does that, and then I'll complain. Now, Forspoken, what did I call it? Forsaken earlier? Forspoken. Well, it should be Forsaken. Doesn't look like a very good game to me. Forsaken will see a young New York woman, Fred Holland, thrown into a fantasy world of Athia, where she suddenly finds herself developing magical powers and most subsequently fight for survival amidst pursuit from the land's tyrannical rulers. However, while the game's aesthetic and mechanics will bear the Japanese flair mentioned by Matsuwata, its story will be penned by Western game writers Gary Whitta, Amy Hennig, Allison Reamer, and Todd Stashwick. Yeah, see, as big a Square Enix fan as I am, I have no interest in the game. Its aesthetics don't appeal to me. I get all the isekai content I need from anime. I don't want it in a video game. And I don't want some girl in a flannel shirt with a magic armband jumping around doing stuff. I'm not interested in that. I'm not. I don't think. And this game will maybe get an initial pop, but this looks like a game that's not going to fly. I think the customers are going to reject this game, and that's what's going to happen. And it's going to put to test this whole thing of stick to what you're good at. Stick to your formula. Give us our Japanese games, and when they get localized, they're basically unchanged. Don't give us your aesthetics written by Westerners who are locked into agenda-driven stuff. I'm not interested in this game. I'm not going to play this game. I'm not even going to talk about this game. I'll talk about it if it flops, but those kind of numbers are not always easy to find. So there you go. What do you guys think about Matsuwada-san's comments? To me, in the end, this shows that Square Enix will continue to give us quality RPGs going forward because they're going to make the games for their basic market first and then for the world. Because they understand that the world likes their games the way they are. We're not interested, honestly, we're not interested in, a diversity chick dropped into a fantasy world. We're not, because in this day and age, that's what we see first. Diversity chick dropped into a fantasy realm. Now, if it was diversity chick existing in that world, that would be fine. There would be no problem with that. But this is diversity chick from New York City dropped into a fantasy realm. It reeks of Western SJW bullshit, and that's why I'm not going to buy it, and I don't think anybody else is really going to buy it either. All right, I'm done. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, a like would be appreciated. If you're new here, I invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, where I am here to earn your trust and support using facts and logic, because facts and logic don't care about your fee-fees. Hit the notification button. Share my video if you like what I'm preaching. And by all means, leave a comment, even if you disagree with what I'm saying, because normal people can have different opinions and still get along. We are not stands. We are not SJWs who are cowards behind keyboards, don't care what they think, will never care what they think. We ignore them. We deny them the oxygen and the attention they need to survive. They will lose this fabricated power they have constructed. So thank you again for watching this video. Take it easy. Howdy, y'all. The first chapter of my fantasy novel, Guardian of Innocence, is now available for free. Click the link in the description below and join me in an old-school good versus evil story where Cole Ares, a disillusioned mercenary, suddenly finds himself dropped into the middle of a destiny he never asked for as the protector of Jania Sarine, a blacksmith's daughter who may hold the answers to finally stopping a millennia-old threat to the world of Rosetta. Cole's perceptions of love, family, trust, loyalty, as well as his very beliefs in fate versus free will shall be tested as he struggles to keep Jania safe from the minions of the dreaded Zabor Tal, former champion of the gods and now ruler of the long-forgotten Yis Empire. Click the link below, enjoy the first chapter, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and help it grow so that I can bring you the full story in the near future. Thank you, and enjoy the video. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you want to get in touch with me, you can reach out to me at therennerd@gmail.com. That email's for channel business only, so I check it on a daily basis. Also, you can find me at the Geeks and Gamers forums under @ROAS, and you can find me at Rumble and Odyssey, The Renaissance Nerd. Thank you again. See you next time.